hello, here we are, and everybody knows that the main focus of this channel is my collecting. We've met a professional collector.
How are you?
So who are you?
My name's Cassandra. I'm from the Sunshine Coast. I'm 32 and I've been collecting since I was about 15 and home selling since I was 17. I have about 15 years experience in selling collectibles, antiques and vintage clothing.
Well, so you do it 5 days a week.
Yeah, I do 5 to 6 days a week. I'm out off shopping, garage sales, markets, antique stores, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So what are the main things that you collect?
I collect personally. I collect West German pottery, Australian pottery. I collect vinyl. I collect vintage Italian goods. I collect leather, and I sell most of that sort of stuff.
So you've got your private collection
Yeah,
as well,
I
though?
do, yeah.
How did you, because I've only been a collector for 6 months, yet I've already got a huge collection. And as I'm becoming a collector, I'm discovering what I collect. Like I collect owl statues and big cat statues throughout the front. I collect plushies of my favourite cartoons in the 80s, this sort of stuff. How did you discover what other things that you collect? Do you know?
It took many years. I went from just collecting anything I thought was fun or cool to kind of weaning down what I actually like having in my home. I tend to bring things into my home and then on-sell them out.
Yeah.
So mostly it was just trial and error, really. I mean, going through the things that you like having at your home and then you realise you don't like them or you can't collect more than one of them and it doesn't seem worthy keeping them. But yeah, it just takes time, honestly.
Okay, yeah, well that's kind of what happened to me. My brother bought me an Alf plushie, and I'm like, come on, guy, I'm an older male, what do I want a plushie for? And then I found that I really liked it, and I straight away started going, I want a Humphrey plushie, a Humphrey Big Bear. So I went and got one of those.
So I find that's a sentimental thing. People collect like toys and stuff from their youth, like the 80s, 70s, whenever they were born, and they tend to collect stuff from there. Yeah, it's a sentimental thing. Yeah.
And then as we're in the shops, I started going, oh, I like big cats. So I started getting big cats and photographs that are framed, and now they're on my wall. And then I started going, well, I like the big cats as a statue too. So I started collecting them. It's just like,
you'll pick up what you're into as you go along, I think. Once you start finding one of something that you love, then you realise you want more of them. You know what I mean? And then if you ever decide one day you don't want that collection, you just sell it all off as a complete collection, and someone that else is a collector will buy the whole collection off you 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, wow. You're so clever to have worked out how to profit from it, because it means, I mean, let's talk business. You've got to buy low, sell high to make a profit, right? So when I'm out doing it, it's pretty hard to do, especially now that people are aware of what collections are worth what. So you'll look at a Humphrey, you don't find them for 50 cents now, they're $50. So who are you going to flip it to?
Exactly right. So I tend to always have profit in mind. So even if it's something that I know someone would really like, if I can only make $5 on it and I can't make enough to make it be worth it, I'll tend to leave it behind for a collector to come and get, or I'll source it for a friend of mine that it's part of their collection or something like that. But there has to be money in it to make it worthwhile, I think. But also, you should only be on selling things that you love and that you like as well, because otherwise people aren't going to buy something from you that you're not even remotely passionate about. So if you like toys and you like collecting toys, become a toy seller, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Whereas for me, toys are not something I particularly keep myself, so I don't source them and sell them. I leave that for someone else that loves toys to be able to do that, because I wouldn't want them to come and do, the things that I love doing.
Yeah, right.
But I find that the op shops are a good place to start.
Yeah. See, we're learning about passion here, people, because even as you're starting to talk about that, I can see you light up and becoming so enthused and more relaxed and happy. It's funny. So you definitely give me good tips, that's for sure.
What I get up and do every morning is I want to get up and go up shopping, and I want to go sourcing, and I want to go hunting. So if you find something you can get up in the morning and you want to do every day, you can make some money while doing it.
Yeah, right. Well, do you go as far as to Brisbane and everything?
So I go from Gold Coast to Gympie.
Wow.
So I do everything from your tiny little independent op shops to your big antique stores. I will usually do a section in a day, so I'll usually try and get about 20 op shops into an 6 to 8 hour work day. And I'll usually do an area, so I was in Maroochydore doing some errands today, so I decided I'd do Maroochydore. But just choose your suburb and just do as many as you can. Always have a list though. Always have a list in your phone or in your head of what you're looking for. It makes it so much better.
It's so amazing to hear you talking, because you've turned your passion into a job, And most people say that once you do that, you never work another day in
work
your life.
twice as hard.
Yeah, but you're like, you've got it down to like you work this many hours a day,
Yeah.
and you cover this much ground, and
Yeah.
you've got a schedule, and
Yeah.
you've got a list.
So Fridays I have to have my things done for Friday afternoons, so that by Monday I can ship off everyone's orders and spend the weekend processing orders.
Yeah.
Sunday none of the op shops or antique stores and stuff are open. There's markets and garage sales, but Sundays are usually a quiet day, so that's usually when I'll pack up my orders and stuff.
Right.
It's usually my only day off, really.
Oh, far out. What the other thing I've noticed too, with collectors, we find it really hard to get people. You find your enthusiastic people like yourself, and there's another guy, Gimpy, with this huge horror collection. He wants me to come and film. But most of the people that I know that collect, like my doctor, he collects. Actually, he probably doesn't want me to say this, but they don't know who he is. I guess he collects Star Wars Lego, right? He doesn't want anyone to know about it. A lot of people are really private about their collections, and they don't want to interview that. But then there's the enthusiastic ones like me that want to tell everybody about it.
Yeah, I love it. I spend, if I'm not out op shopping, I'm watching op shop thrifting videos. I'm listening to thrifting podcasts. I'm consistently talking. I have a thrifting Instagram, so I'm consistently talking with people on Instagram about, you know, the shops that are open, all their finds, and some of us end up swapping finds between us. So I think that the community is actually huge, and I think that if you're looking into getting into collecting, just research. Like just as many YouTube videos you can watch, all that sort of stuff. I think it motivates you to get up and out, because secondhand shopping is time consuming. It's time consuming, it's energy consuming, but I feel all in all it's worth it. It's the stuff that you find, you have something that no one else has or can find, or you know, that you can buy in a retail store. And 9 times out of 10 you're paying a fraction of the price as well. So.
You're absolutely right about time consuming, because what's happened is Sam and I, we've gotten back on an exercise program. I don't know if you can tell, I keep rubbing mine, that my face is paralysed, and it's only temporary, but it's become paralysed from diabetes, and so I've got to really focus on my diet and my exercise now. So this week we're doing weights again, we're filming it, we're doing exercise stuff on the YouTube channel as well. I've changed my diet and all that, and what's that meant is I've had to pull back from my op shopping to at least half to fit it around it, because it was all consuming. We drive to, say, like, I'm guessing she'd know where they are, right, Sam? Like in Strathpine, there's those 4 big ones right near each other near there. We drive all the way down there and we go through all the bins there for the toys and all that stuff and everything. By the time we go there, and then when we maybe shoot across to Redcliffe op shops and all that, the whole day's gone.
Redcliffe Lawnton, Brendale, because you've got the 6 large superstores beside each other in Lawnton, and then you've got the 3 large superstores just around the corner near Brendale. That's half a day gone. You know what I mean? Like, for you to thoroughly go through all of them, that's half a day gone. But
that's right.
I mean, like, it's good for you, it's good exercise too. So it's not like you're sitting home, you know, doing nothing.
Well, I can see you're very healthy and you've got really clear skin and all that, so you're not doing what we were doing too. You're not going through the drive-throughs and that, are you? You're packing a healthy lunch or whatever.
Or I'm making myself accountable to go get a smoothie if I really need something to get me through. But eating is so imperative when you're second-hand shopping, because you just run out of steam fast. Decision making, and decision making like literally takes it out of you. Just all I can suggest is have a list, plan out your day, and make sure you've got snacks.
Far out. Like this lady, this is so awesome.
I just practiced. I just do it as a job. So it's it every day.
Okay, so did you want to say all your social media at the camera?
Sure. So you can find me, I've just started up an Instagram on My Secondhand Sanctuary, it's called, on Instagram. Other than that, that's the only social media that I do. I'm a bit too busy for social media, so that's about all I've got. But love going on there and speaking to everyone about thrifting and secondhand finds. And I tend to like people on Instagram that share how much they paid for something, or where they got it from, or I think that information helps encourage people to op shop. I think just getting something and charging $60 for it and not saying where you got it, or a bit of information about it, I think could be misleading. So I think getting the information out there is important. I think you guys are doing great.
I think well, it's funny you use the word encourage there, because that's how I feel after talking to you now. I've got a new, I'm revitalised, encouraged, remotivated. I'm all excited. Like I am excited about it all the time, but the fact your excitement is contagious.
Having someone else excited about it is important for sure. I've got lots of people around me that enjoy thrifting as well. well. But for me, it's a solo thing. I do it by myself every day, because otherwise I can't really stay focused.
Yeah.
Occasionally I might take friends with me and stuff, but that's more just for their benefit than mine. I think it's a stick a podcast and headphones in your ear and snap on something and you get through it all day really easy.
Oh, I'm so glad we met, and I'm so appreciative of you taking the time to talk to us, because like I said, it's hard to get collectors to
Yeah,
call.
for sure. I know. It's quite. You'll find 9 out of 10 collectors are usually pretty reclusive people. So a lot of them just, they don't particularly want to go out and talk to people. That's why they go to op shops. But yeah, I'm more than happy to talk with a fellow collector anytime.
All right, nice meeting you.
You too.
Thank you.
Thanks.